Hey family, happy Sunday. Sorry I missed last week, but I am so excited to be here once again to do another episode of Fancy Thoughts. This is episode 13. I'm so thankful that all of you have been consistent in watching or viewing or rewatching and even sharing these videos, and I'm really hoping that they are truly impacting either your life or the life of someone else you may know. For those of you who don't know, my name is Francesca Hampton, and I'm the founder of Live Fancy Life, fostering achievement, never compromising you, where our hope and desire is to help to ignite the greatness that's on the inside of you and help you to release it so that those that you were created to impact and influence are able to receive what you have to offer. So each week, I'd like to bring to you fancy thoughts, thoughts that will help you to truly foster achievement, never compromising who you are. This week, I want to talk about two awesome topics that I believe that we could all benefit from. The first one is balance. I heard it said before, you must make sure that you find the place where your passion meets your capacity. What does that mean? It simply means that though we have things that we are passionate about, things that we know that we've been called to do, that we're driven to do, things that we are that is deeply on the inside of us to accomplish. We have to make sure we find the place where that passion meets our capacity, our ability. It does not make sense to overload your plate in an attempt to complete the things that are on the inside of you. Now, we understand that sometimes, it's going to take a little extra. We all have to work a little bit more than what we normally would in the beginning of starting a new business, a new project, or whatever it may be. But that also means that there are some things that are on your plate you're going to need to look at to remove, because you cannot fulfill or walk in the fullness of what you've been created to do when you're overburdened with a whole bunch of other tasks that actually aren't aligned with your end goal or your main accomplishment. So again, we want to try to reevaluate what we're working on, what we're saying yes to, what we're putting on our plate, and make sure that we're allowing the capacity that we have to be filled with that which we are passionate about and accomplishing. All right. Now, our second fancy thought is about perspective. I was having a conversation with a good friend, and it was a reminder to me that we have to be mindful of how we look at things. What do I mean? Many times we might have an opinion about ourselves or about another person. And when we do, we begin to look and view things, situations, circumstances, conversations, or interactions through the lens of the perspective that we have. So, for example, if you're a person, and this is common, so I think it's something that we all can at least relate to, or have seen. If we've had some challenges in past relationships, and maybe we were burned or we were seriously hurt by someone in a previous relationship, and that could be from male to female, it could be from parent to child, it could be from friend to friend. Many times when we have experienced a hurt or a loss or a rejection or, any type of negative emotion or result in a relationship, we often begin to look at our new relationships or even our existing relationships through that same perspective. And what then begins to happen is we look for things to confirm the negative of what we are thinking. And so it can also happen on the flip side, where we have a overinflated view of something that is really good. And so we're looking for things to confirm or affirm that good thing that we have. Well, you would say, well, why wouldn't I want to consistently be looking for the good in things? That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is we have to make sure that our perspective doesn't prevent us from seeing the other side. Right? If your perspective is of a negative nature, you want to readjust that so that you're not missing out on the good. And if your perspective is solely good, rose-colored glasses, you want to adjust that so that you're not overlooking the negative or the warning and cautionary things that may be happening that you may need to do something about or pay attention to. It's all about perspective. Are you looking at things through a certain lens, or are you allowing yourself to be open and be free to see things for what they really are, and then make decisions and make your next steps based on that? Right? So I'm hoping that you can take these two fancy thoughts. I'm doing my best to try to make them a little shorter so that you can digest them a bit easier. But I want you to take these with you. Remember balance. Find the place where your passion meets your capacity. and your capacity leaves space for your passion. And then perspective. Make sure that your lens of which you view people and things, circumstances and situations is open, is clear, so that you are free to see a situation for what it really is and be able to make the best decision for what you need in order to move forward. Thank you so much for joining me. As always, these are available for you on YouTube, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. I hope that you continue to keep listening and liking, so that I know that not only so that I know that you're receiving something from this, but that also as they're liked, that changes the algorithm so that other people just may run across this video and it may impact them as well. So with that, thank you so much for your time today. Have a great day, and remember, you are well able, fully capable, and properly equipped to accomplish all that you were created and designed to do. So make today a great day.